Hello and welcome back to Court Farm. Right, as you can see, we're already into our field, our grass field, and it is very ready to cut. It is very ready. There's two stages of ready to cut, and it is stage 2 of 2. So we will lower down. With conditioning is enabled. We want to ensure that that is in fact the case, and we are off. We are off with our mowing. So I think the best plan is to, well, I'll do a bit of a headland here. It seems I've chosen to do this way first. I do need to get this done, and I know I even said in the last episode, I said we've done so much mowing and rowing and baling and all of that, but well, yeah, we have, and we have to get loads more done. But this is, or should be, the last sort of baling session for the season, for the year, and it has to get done. It has to get done. This is our hay supply for our potential future animals. Primarily cows. I think we'll definitely start with cows. Sheep, I would like to, but I do need to just double check all of their food requirements and see exactly what it is that they need to survive. I will feel like this is a different way than I usually cut. I feel like I need to be going the other way. It just doesn't feel right. So we'll go back this way. Now that we've done our headland, there we go. Oh, that feels much better. Right. So, as you can see, it is still in November, and the plan is for the rest of this November we have two major tasks to complete. One is this field, and with all of the mowing and tedding and all that I've done, I will do a time lapse for my field, but not everything in a time lapse, because we have done so much of this grass work lately, and I just don't want it to be the only job we ever do. But with those two contracts that we did, it has afforded us to have a bit of extra, I guess, financial leeway, because we really were running low on cash. But once we finish the other contract, then happy days, we'll have another £7,000 or so, which is brilliant. That will actually help to fund our animal transport and actually some animals. My plan for December is to get the animals set up and possibly get some vehicle equipment, all that stuff cleaned up. We should get a pressure washer as well and do a bit of vehicle tidying before spring. Right, well, what we'll do now, the reason I'm cutting this before we finish the other contract is so that we can sort of simulate the grass drying a bit before we ted it, or maybe we could ted it first. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So what I'll do is I will finish up the mowing and the tedding in a time lapse, then we'll go and sort out our hay bale contract and get some more money from that. Let's crack on with the mowing. And we finish off the tedding with this small last little space here of grass. Can we get it in one? And nearly. Alright, well there we go. We have a fully tedded field. Is that a bit I missed there, or is that grass? What is that? Ah, yes. And rectified. Beautiful. So we'll get that folded up. Yes, it looks very good. This field is actually a bit bigger than you first kind of see it, I suppose, if that makes any sense at all. I have left all my grassland kit here, delivered it from the contract field, so I suppose we can actually just leave that here for the time being. Just disconnect, and there we go. So, just to kind of go over everything that we have going. So this field here currently has been harvested as a hay field, and my plan is to re-drill it as field beans when the time comes. Now, I almost am not certain if I want to do that. The reason is because the soil quality is not that impressive. So if we do select it, you can see it is an 89% expected yield potential, whereas, for example, this field is 106, and these ones are, well, 109. That's brilliant, except for this area here is a bit lower. We can see the precision farming area and see that there is silty clay up here as well. But, oh wow, it's very good. What's the difference here? What is that about? Nitrogen. Strange. Right, we'll have a look at that as well in a moment. This area here is our alfalfa field that is growing very well. It should start to, well, it will grow over the winter months. All of our crops have been winter crops, really. We've got the rye that's coming in very nicely as well. This will, oh, what's that? Nitrogen bad. Okay, perfect. Right. Right, I didn't put anything on here. Perhaps I should go over it again. It's very confusing. 25 out of 40, but here is 45, and it's strange. Nevertheless, we can always spread fertilizer or something afterwards as well. Rye is growing. Happy days. We'll run over here to our canola bit. Looking quite well. Happy canola. Look at that. It's coming in nicely. And then over here, oh no. Missed a bit of weed. Right, I might actually come in with that and fix that up. Doesn't really show that bad on here, does it? Can barely see it. It's just little specks, but nevertheless, it is there. We might get rid of it. Might not. We shall see. And here's the linseed. If you look very closely, they all look different, but if you look from afar, it all looks like grass, to be honest. From there to all the way over there. Right, so that is our small farm. It's really changed, even since the very first episode. And the only thing that I want to kind of add would be bale storage. So I did add this in before the start of the series. I decided to do a bit of cheeky landscaping, put a nice shed in, one of Lancy Boy's brilliant shed. I couldn't have done this series on this farm without that, to be honest. It's held and will hold all of our kit, really. But I am very tempted to purchase another one of his sheds that's more of a bale shed, because as you can see, we have bales stored up the fence. We've got some hay here. We will create a load more hay from that field. We've got some straw. We'll get more straw from the rye and the canola. I don't know about linseed, but we'll find out. And then our silage bales are fine outside, but I would like to have straw and hay stored indoors. So my plan, we have money, but I don't want to go and spend even more. But there is a bale shed I have in mind, and I'm actually very tempted to. If you can see that small area over there, we will actually be driving past that right now. Let's make our way over there. Excuse me. We do have to go to the other field that holds the contract. That is where we're off to right now. We'll get the last bit of hay sold, and then we can return our lease, which is this bale loader. And possibly, while we're at the stores selling bales, we might pop into the shop, return this, and then buy an animal transport unit. Right, so this space here on my left is very, well, sort of flat. It's the most flat, I think, of the whole area. What I'll show you very quickly what my thoughts were. So, actually, yeah, I was having a look at it earlier. This would be, I think, pretty brill. If we just tuck it right in the corner, got nice entrance on the side there, well, in the front and from the side, but I think that would be a perfect place to store our bales. Now, it is a little ways out of the way, but it's a flat area that we can store bales, which is really all we can ask for at this point. So, right, we will make our way to the other field and collect those hay bales for the contract. Alright, we have managed to make it into this field. Honestly, I mean, you have to have very small kit to get into this field. I can't believe we managed to get in the few times that we did. But we did manage it. I don't think I'll take a shortcut down here to leave. I will try and get out the proper way. We do also have to see where we are going. I believe it's near the shop. I will have another look very quickly. There's only 7 to collect, but it should fulfill the contract, so I'm not too worried about it. We did have about 92% remaining in the bale, but happy days for us is that we can use that for our own field, which is the next thing we're doing, so it won't get converted to grass or anything like that, or straw. Right, we'll get this last bale, and then we'll have a look at the map and see where we're going. Right, brilliant. So we'll just get that put back to transportation mode. Now, this is our farm here. We are all the way up here at field 68, so I guess it was quite a far ways away, but nevertheless, we have to go here to Tall Trees Bales. Now, from where we are, there very well might be a sneaky sort of way through, but I would actually like to go and follow the main road to give us an opportunity to explore the area. We might even go across this way versus going down this way, but we'll see. I think I might put it in a time lapse of us getting from here to the Tall Tree stores. So I'm just going to say about getting out of here first. Oh my goodness. Incredibly tight this is. Yeah, I've hit a tree. Right, if we could just manage to get past the tree. Oh wow, freedom. That's incredible. Can't believe that. That was the easiest exit or entrance into this area. But for now, and for good probably, we'll close that gate. We'll head back into the Land Rover, and we'll see you at Tall Tree Stores. Right, we have arrived at the stores, Tall Tree Stores. Now I will confirm where we need to bring this. I reckon it's on that platform right there, but I think from here we can actually, I was going to say select the location, but what I will do is put on the interactive markers. It has to be. Right, so we'll pull in there. I'm sure in the time lapse as well you noticed I missed the first turn off. It was right away, and then the second one past the pub, just about missed that one as well. So we made it eventually. Happy days for that. Right, now this should sell the bales as soon as we lower it down. Ah, yes. Oh no, oh well, okay, perfect. I was going to say we could keep some, but we are making loads, so there we are. 4,452 from the bales and £76 from the environmental score reward, which brings us up to 33,484 plus, forget not, we do have to collect the contract. Amazing. Another £7,620, which puts us at 41,104. Now happy days for that. Alright, what we're going to do now is head over to the shop to drop this off. We will leave the Land Rover there. Now the reason I'm going to do that is because I have a purchase to make, but I kind of want to wait until we need it, because it might end up in the sale. Who knows? Could you imagine the one thing we need and it ends up in the sale? That would be absolutely brilliant. But for now, I will just return this, drop off the Land Rover, we'll head back to the farm, and finish with our hayfield. Alright, as you can see, we're back in the hayfield now, and I have decided that I will get a helper to do the rowing. Now, it's because it's so tedious at this point, so much rowing, and really it's so small. This will be something we upgrade, but we might as well use it for the first year that we have it. And it's not that bad actually, because it's 4 meters or 4 and a bit, and then we go to the other side and then it collects it into a nice swath. But I would rather just have one pass and get an 8-meter row. That is looking quite good though. That is very impressive for how the helper's doing that. There will be bits to fix up, but what we need to do is far more important. Right, so we'll let them crack on with that. Happy days. We will do the baling ourselves as well in a cheeky final sort of time lapse, and that actually might be something we do today as well, is build that bale shed. I was thinking on doing that later on, but we do have these bales that need to eventually be unloaded. Blocked. What, you blocked? By me? Well, yeah, there's a hedge. What do you expect? Oh, they've just given up. Alright, that's good thing I checked on that. Let's just drive into the gate and then just leave. What a rubbish helper that was. That was actually quite funny. Right, let me just get them set off once again. What we'll be doing... So that was actually just too funny. Right, let's try this again, shall we? Alright, that should be a nice row. Fantastic. This helper should, hopefully, sort it out. Right, we'll have a cheeky peek at the sails, just to check. Right, nothing in there. We will head actually back to the shop where I've left the Land Rover. Where are we? There we are. Hop in. So, what I've decided for the rest of November, because all we have to do is get the hay sorted, which is underway right now, and that's it. We finish the contract, and for the rest of November, all we have to do is finish that field and buy some cows. So that's what we're going to do. Very exciting indeed. So aside from buying the cows themselves, we have to buy an animal transport and then potentially a bale shed. So we'll start with the animal transport. So we'll go all the way here. We have all these options, very nice, but we will add to our I for Williams collection of implements. So in this case, it's a animal transport. So I think the base version of this holds 3 cows. I have made a slight change so it can hold 5, because it seems more reasonable. And 5 is perfect, so we are opting for 10, and this will be brilliant. So let's have a look here. Just a bit of upgrading. I don't think we need too much to do. I do like standard 2, actually, it looks good. And yeah, we'll just keep that as standard. And that should be fine. Yeah, we'll do that as well. Yeah, we'll do that. Perfect. And set. Brilliant. So £6,980 we will purchase this trailer. Beautiful. Look at that. Looks brilliant, that does. Fantastic. Right, so we'll get that connected. Hop into the Land Rover once again. Now, I think when we were driving from the contract field with the bales, I believe we did pass by the animal dealer, so we will head back that way. That is very good. It looks really good on here as well. Look at that. Brilliant. All the lights work. Oh yes, very much so. Right, let's have a look at our map and see. So from here, oh yes, it is right there. Yeah, we went this way. Well, actually, we went this way, up and around. So what we'll do this time is we'll go across the top here, and from there we could actually take that same path all the way back down here. That might be the best course of action. Right, because that's quite far from there to there, but that is fine. We will make that journey. But first, we'll head to the animal dealer. Alright, Larson's Livestock Auction, Farmer's Market. Here we are. This looks like the right place. As you can see there, we do have our animal dialogue, so we will reverse the trailer into there. Brilliant. Might get into a third-person view, and we'll get it opened up. Brilliant. And you can hear all the sounds of all the people at the auction. That's brilliant. I love that. That is amazing. That is amazing. Right, okay, let's hop in here and... oh, maybe we weren't close enough. There we are. So we have cows, we've got bulls and pigs and rams, lambs, sheep and goats, all the lot. We will eventually look at sheep and goat as well, but for now we are focused on some Holsteins. We have some brown Swiss on our vintage farming series, so we will opt for Holsteins, and they produce more milk, especially with maize plus. So we have Holstein calf, heifer, cow, calf male and bull male. So we will opt for calf female, of course, and we will go for... right, so it still shows us 3, being able to collect only 3, even though I have modified it. I don't know why that would be the case. That's unfortunate. Oh well, that's fine. It's just a few more trips that we have to make. So anyways, 3 calves, £600, and they are in there. Right, I guess I don't know how to properly edit an XML file, but that is fine, absolutely fine. It must have just edited how many it shows can be held, not how many can actually be held. But that's alright. Now, I think the best way is to go... right, I think the best course of action is actually go to main road here and then down. So we have just done that path, so we will do a cheeky jump cut, get to the farm, and we'll see you there with our new calves. Alright, new calves on the farm. Let's go to the cow shed here. Now, before we put them in, should probably get that JCB out. Actually, we should probably also get the... get that open. Should probably also get these bales out of here as well. The silage bales are fine. They're just enough out of the way. And, right, I did just see also that the helper is complete. So what I'm going to do very quickly is, I think, first things first, we'll shift these bales out. Just move them just out of the way. We don't have to put them into a shed yet, because we don't have a shed. But we'll get them shifted and eventually fed to the cows. So in this particular instance, the straw will be more for manure, and then eventually we'll be able to make some sort of a mixture for them. Or we'll just add in directly, but it would be nice to make a proper mix. Right, what is the best place for these for now? Maybe just here, I suppose. We will be putting them in soon. I just don't want them to fall over is all. Oop, that one is a bit precarious. No matter. Right, we'll get these shifted out the way as well. And then we'll check on the helper. And then we can get the cows in their new home. Alright, so in the distance there, I don't know if you can see, but we have our helper going back now. I have set them back on the right course. And this should actually work out really nicely, just to have this sort of brought in like that, get it opened up, make sure they're all happy. Oh, gotta go around this way. You alright, little fellas? Right, now we'll hop back in. Oh, maybe not. We should be able to. There we go. So these 3, we'll get them moved over to the husbandry, and... where are they? Oh, beautiful. Oh, got to shut that far gate so they don't sneak out that way. Watch yourself, little cow. Brilliant. So as you can see, I put the hay bales there, I put the straw bales there, and they are looking very happy. They want to stay together. Don't worry, more of your friends will be coming soon. Where's the third? Oh, there we are. Right, so these ones, they don't have any food at all. So we will very quickly actually get the other cows. We'll get them all in so we can see how much they all need. But they should be fine for a few moments while I head over to the animal dealer once again. And we'll go and collect another 3, and then potentially another 3. And I'm not too certain if I want to do 10 or if I just want to do 9. Or we'll see. But for now, we'll head back to the animal dealer. Alright, we have arrived with the last 3, well at least for now. I might go back and get one more actually, just to round them off at 10, but they do need all their food, so we will make one very quick trip back to the animal dealer. We'll get our final calf, Holstein calf, and then we'll be back here and give them all some food. Alright, we have all 10 calves in their new home, and they are looking for food. So we will start with the hay since we are right here. I think I'll do one bale first, because I'm not too sure how much they can actually take. So I will put the one, I believe it's in the front there. It should be right here, so we'll drop the hay in and see what happens. Right, how much has that given them? Nothing, barely anything. So I will put 2 more bales in, and then we will also take a handful of silage bales. Now the reason I'm not going to use the... actually no, I suppose I could use from the pit. It's just less to have to sell. Because we do want to get the pit used up first. But let's see, how much does this take? Let's see. Just another 18,000 litres. They should both go. Brilliant, 27,000. So I reckon that we could do the silage bales. I don't know what is best, because we'll make more silage with the alfalfa, but I reckon... You know what, though? No. We will use this for the cows, because I've just realized as well that alfalfa silage is no good for cows, but rather for sheep. So I wonder if the best course of action would be to... Well, actually, no. I don't know what to do. Maybe we should make silage bales with alfalfa instead, and just keep putting the grass into here, or maize or whole crop. One of those 3 options. Right, well I think the first thing we want to do regardless is to open this up and get some taken out, because since those bales are already on that trailer, it might be the best course of action to just sell those. So we'll get that opened, we will get this taken off for now, and we'll get a handful of scoops into their trough. Because I'm sure they're very happy having some hay, but they would like also some silage. Oh. And the nice thing is, once we get the canola harvested, we can give it to them as well. Right, let's get some grass silage out of here. Oh, it's opened the whole thing. Brilliant. So what we'll do is I'll throw this into a cheeky little time lapse, and we'll get as much filled in as we can. We might as well fill up as much of their food as possible. Oh no, that's missed. Why is that missed? Might be more up here. Is it going in? It's not. Why? Uh-oh. Okay, let's try and pick this up again. I can't pick this up. What's going on? That is problematic, to say the very least. Why won't my cows take their food? That's not good at all. This is grass silage, no? Right, let's look for that icon. I'm certain I had this sorted on Barley Spring as well. Grass silage. Can it not be fed to the cows? Right, that is the... Yes, that is grass silage. There is no silage grass, is there? No, good. I just wanted to confirm, because I remember seasons 19, there was two different... Oh, sorry, not seasons, but Maize Plus on FS19, I'm certain had two different kinds of silage for grass. What is going on? Alright, let's try this again. I think maybe we do need to feed them bales. Alright, why can't I pick that up now? So we'll try this again. There's no other option. So those two triggers, one is for muck, one is for milk. Is there anything else? Nope. Okay, we'll try it again. Now that is very problematic. Huh. Well, that's no good at all. We'll have to try bales then. Hopefully the bales work. Otherwise, what do we do? Right. Okay, well... Right, can we collect the rest of this as well, please? Because the nice thing is at least we can sell this, but I mean, come on. We filled that bunker up so that we could actually empty it. Okay, why won't it get that now? We'll go put this back in the bunker and we'll connect to our forks once again and try some silage bales instead. Okay, we'll collect those. I just wanted to try these ones first before the ones on the trailer, just in case we can't feed them either, because then we can sell the ones on the trailer. Yeah, that is a bit frustrating about the bunker, though. Okay, moment of truth here, please. Please accept these. Nice. Thank goodness for that. Now, why... Oh, that's a relief. Very much so a relief. So that tells us that we will not be selling any silage bales, but rather we'll be selling grass silage from the pit. So maybe we will do alfalfa silage in the pit then for the sheep. Oh, that's such a relief though. That is really, really a relief. Right, so I suppose we'll just take from these bales for now. These were the free bales as well, which is really brilliant. Possibly we'll get... Well, we should really put as many as we can. We'll probably put all of the hay bales and all of the silage bales as well in there. So, see if we can get... Okay, that's fine. We might end up putting all 8 of these in. See if we can get these other ones as well. That top one I'll have to get separate. Right, what I'll do, because we also have to tend to the rest of the hay, I will put this into a cheeky little time lapse. We'll get the silage put in. Watch out, little fella. Right, okay. Go right under the telehandler. Right, so in the future we will not be storing bales like this. This was just sort of a temporary storage space. So we'll make sure that's as tall as possible as well. Get in there with these ones. Brilliant. Can we get 4? Oh yes, that is amazing. Right, so we'll get these put onto the area. Ooh, it's all very tight. Right, I did say I was going to do this in a time-lapse, but I will actually save our final time-lapse of the episode for baling, because this is a bit more fun to do otherwise on camera in real time, to see it all go away, and boom, and fantastic. So that has barely scratched the surface, so I'll probably do the rest of this off camera, to be honest. I'll get some more silage bales put in, and I will get some more hay bales as well, the final 2 we have here, and then as soon as we get those other bales baled, then we can feed them to the cows as well. Alright, here's another 4 silage bales. We did drop off the last 2 hay bales we have, so these ones should both, or all of them, disappear. Oh, hello. There we go. And gone. So, their food, they have 100,000 litres of food in. Now, I know we could fill up with these as well. Power food for cows includes mineral feed, grain grist, canola, soybeans, and beet pellets. Power food for us, we have canola, that will go straight to the cows. Now, their moisture food is where it gets a bit more complicated. Potatoes, or potato cut, sugar beet cut, brewer's grain, beet pulp, fresh maize, that is forage harvested, or carrots. So I think, if I remember, let me have a check, I think we can actually buy pallets of carrots, which might be an option considering how inexpensive they are. Right, carrots and potatoes. In the future though, I would like to look at doing our own crops for all things, so it could be fresh maize that we use, especially if we have to fill our bunker with maize and not with grass. That is very disappointing, although I am very pleased that I didn't, or that I did re-drill as alfalfa this area here. So the alfalfa will be for the sheep, which means I'll probably end up focusing on, we'll probably have to get a bale wrapper in the future because, we need to tend to the sheep as well in the future as well. As well. Brilliant. Well, I'm very pleased that at the very least our cows are tended to. So we will hop into the other field, get the hay done. Right, well, we are in the hay field now, and as you can see, the helper did alright. I just decided it would probably be for the best to go around the headland. Yes, I know it would make sense to have done that in the first place, but sometimes when you do that, it kind of confuses the helper when they're going up and down the rows. So what I'm going to do now is just go along the headland like this first, which will make it easier to collect all of the hay with the baler. Right, just a bit there as well. Let's get as close to the area, or the edge rather, as we can, just to ensure we have a nice easy time collecting, and we don't have to drive through the hedge like the helper was doing to get all baled up. Bit of light. There we go. I reckon that is happy days. That's a fair amount of hay, I will be honest as well. I think... Right, so the first bale that comes out will be a 150 centimeter bale, but I'm somewhat tempted to keep it at 150 as well. It's just with 180 you run the risk of having a whole lot of left over in the baler, but I suppose the same could apply to the 180 centimeters also, or the 150s. So maybe what we'll do is we'll start with this 150 that we have, and it should be fine. I think, yeah, you know what, let's do it. Let's change it, 180, let's do it. So I will start with my bit of a headland here as well. It's not really a full a full row, but it should be fine. This bale will come out straight away as well. Actually, let's... Oh yeah, just let it fill up there. We'll empty out. Just hoping to avoid my other row there, but oh, it looks so small. It looks so tiny compared to the 180, which we will get. But yes, I'll go along the headland here first, collect as much as I can going around, and then we'll go up and down, and should get it done in a nice, tasty time lapse. Alright, our last row of hay. Can we get the 125 bale? Oh, nearly. Right, well that's alright. We might be able to source a bit of hay from somewhere else. I'll check the perimeter of the whole field. I did change it at the very last bale from 180 to 125 in the hopes that we'd be able to get a final bale out of it, but no matter. If we can find... Maybe there is just enough hidden amongst the hedge here, because I know the helper did go quite deep in... Oh, hello. There's a bit in there. 92% once again. Okay, no matter, we'll sort that out. I will do a quick perimeter run around as well to see. But we have 2, 4, 6... 780 centimeter bales. That is very impressive from this small and not extremely high yielding field. So I'm very pleased about that. Now we should probably consider getting more hay to the cows as well, because, well, we'll probably bring at least another bale or two in. We'll see how much. Hello cows, how's it going? Oh, you know what we need? Ah, yes, something I've completely forgot about is straw. We have to get straw into them as well. Yeah, I reckon I'll put one of those massive bales in, and then they'll have roughage and base food at the same level. So happy days there. But before we conclude, I think the best thing to do, let's have a look in the sales, nothing. We'll go to... Is it under animals? I can't remember. Yes, it would be. The Go Whale, yes, so we had this on our Barley Spring playthrough, and it's perfect because we have round bales. So I will use this once again, so I will actually purchase that. Yes, that's perfect. So I will purchase it now. Buy it for 2150. Yes, and then we'll go to the shop and pick that up. Oh, sorry, I just wanted to check as well. We have these. Now, is that too... That's very small. That's a bit too small for us. I would really like this to work, but someone was saying in a comment that it's not actually compatible with Maize Plus, even though it has all the different categories available for Maize Plus. So I'm not too certain. We might have to use a base version of a food or feed mixer, but no matter there. Right, we'll grab the massey, because we'll need the massey. We'll head to the shop and collect our straw shredder. Alright, we have our straw on the shredder. It's not really a straw blower, is it? It's more of a shredder, but maybe in the future we will invest in a straw blower if we need it. But we should be able to go right here and unload the straw. Fantastic. Very happy that the cows are getting some bedding as well. So that will only add to their manure, which is brilliant. Yeah, the straw is going in. They're already producing slurry. Blimey. Blimey. And the manure will have to be mucked out. As you can see, manure heap is inside the barn, which is absolutely fine. The thing is, we do have a fairly large loader as well, so I don't know how that'll work. I suppose it will work out fine, but we might need to invest in a smaller, maybe a skid steer or something. But that is something we can look at in the future. My, this bale is really... Oh, it's just about done. Let's see. And that's barely scratched surface of straw as well, but I will keep all these levels actually the same. I'll keep everything as is because I'm curious to see how much they actually take overnight. So we are in November. The next time we see you will be in December. So, brilliant. All done. 5,000 litres. Right, so the next time we see you will be in December, so we'll see if they eat quite a bit, or not very much, or how much they actually go through, to give us a better idea of how much food they need for the future. But that is it for the episode for today. It has been another action-packed episode, and we will be into December, as I say, so we'll definitely be selling the grass silage from the pit, so that we can clear up room to ferment some alfalfa, which will be very good. That means we can actually get some sheep as well in time. I don't want to rush the animals. We start with calves, and that is amazing, and they're very cute. And look at that sunset in the background, looks amazing. Brilliant. Right, well, thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy the video, a cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel, and I appreciate it greatly. Until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.